Folks, welcome to every effing restaurant on Dominion Road. The effing stands for fucking. My name is Ben McGugan, I'm your host. And today I went to Burger King on Dominion Road. And I'm going to tell you about that. If you don't mind, if that's all right with you. I went to Burger King on Dominion Road. I always get what I think is the most interesting thing on the menu. I should probably say, I think I've said on the podcast before, I used to work at Burger King. And when I was still at school and I was still living with my mum, and I worked there for several months, and I never got paid because I never gave in my paperwork. Because get this, because I'm stupid. And so Burger King owes me money, but some of us just do it for the love of the game. So I guess there's a little bit of resentment there. I'm here doing basically unpaid advertisement again for Burger King. Unpaid work for a multi-billion-dollar corporation. But, it is what it is. And I, slandered KFC in the previous episode. That was pretty recent, the KFC experience as well, so it's difficult not to compare and contrast the two. KFC and Burger King. Got to tell you, Burger King, way better atmosphere. KFC Dominion Road is just a chicken repository. Like, it could look like anything. Burger King still, there's some Burger Kings that don't, but most of them do have that sort of retro milkshake bar aesthetic that's quite appealing. It's something. It's something. And they're putting some good music on. There was Silk Sonic was playing. Not boring ass bullshit. Something nice. Something pleasant. Listen to that. I go in, as I say, get the most interesting thing on the menu if I can. And I go for the Little King combo with hash bites. Most interesting drink, as we all know, is to get a toot on every single type of drink available. And I got the Ghost Pepper Whopper. I got the Little King because it's Burger King, as far as I'm aware, it's Burger King's attempt at a small Big Mac. And I think that's really funny. I think it's really petty of this company to be like, we're going to have a go at our biggest competitor's biggest burger. Out of spite. That's so funny. I mean, part of me is like, just focus on yourself, King. Don't worry about what other people are doing. But part of me just really enjoys how spiteful that is. And I got the Ghost Pepper Whopper because I didn't know peppers had souls. I get these burgers. I gotta say, service in the Burger King, very nice. Service in the KFC wasn't good, but I'm not gonna snitch when the service, you know what I mean? Like, it shouldn't be good. They're not getting paid enough. They might not be getting paid at all if they're dumb like me. But so I'm not going to bitch about, bad service at a minimum wage fast food chain. But the service was nice. I sit down, get my meal, sit down, get a toot of every drink. I get into this Little King. And as I say, it's their attempt at a Big Mac. So it's got the sauce is the main ingredient. It doesn't have cheese, which appeals to me. I'm lactose intolerant. Sauce probably contains a bit of dairy, but I can cope. I get this burger, right? This mock Big Mac. A big mock. I bite into it. I think I prefer this. I think I prefer this over a Big Mac. I think I prefer the patties at Burger King. I think I like this more. I don't know what to tell you. Dear listener, I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. I think this is better. I think it's better than the Big Mac. The signature burger at McDonald's. And they're getting crushed by Burger King over here. They're getting cucked. There's no other word for it. They're getting burger cucked. I eat that hash bites. I get a chip in my hash bite, the opposite of what you want to happen. My packet of hash bites is one solitary chip. But nevertheless, the drink is great, as we all know. And get this Ghost Pepper Whopper. The Ghost Pepper Whopper's pretty good. The spice is, I wasn't expecting much spice, to be honest. I was expecting a baby spice, but this is a scary spice. Not too scary. I'm not like crazy good at spice, but if I can have spice, I will have spice. That's if I can put hot sauce on it, I will. I like spice. I entered a chili eating competition once and got out in the third round. They got things switched up and they put the hottest pepper in the second round, and so I got blown up. I got blown up bad in the second round, and I thought I was going to die. Got through the third chili, but the second one was still kicking my ass, and I had to get out of there. But that's just sort of a bit of information about my tolerance for spice. If that's important to you. I liked the spice. The spice was good. It definitely wasn't too spicy. It wasn't even close. But it was good, folks. This was another good burg. I got 2 good burgs today. This was, blew KFC out of the water, as far as I'm concerned. Go a little bit down. If you're thinking fast food, go a wee ways. Well, it's quite a wee way, but go down to Burger King. If you need to eat a fast food on Dominion Road, McDonald's is right next to KFC, but it's technically not on Dominion Road. It's on the corner. It's on the Mount Eden Road, I think, or some other road. Go down to Burger King, because it's better. It'll treat you right. And I want you now, listener, to come up with an affirmation for yourself. Something motivating, what do you want to achieve this year? What ambitions do you have? Something that's a phrase in your mind that is going to crystallize into action in the coming days. And I want you to think about this phrase. I want you to internalize it. Internalize the sentence. And now I want you to vocalize it. Say it out loud. Okay, shut up. It's time for everybody's favorite segment, Ben Magoo's Loo Reviews. I went to the toilet. There's a guy in there. In my toilet. In my town. For my podcast, Ben Magoo. Not happening. Not in my town. I kick down the door. Bust it down. I say, to this guy. He's like, excuse me? He's perplexed. I say, not today, pal. Let me tell you, this guy beats my ass for 14 minutes. He's slamming me around, tossing me around with the carelessness of a child with a doll. They're not meaning to smash it up, but they just do. Like, that's what he's not even concentrating. He takes a phone call at one point, Bluetooth, headset, wireless. So he's still got his hands free to beat my ass. He takes a phone call mid beating my ass, kicking the shit out of me. I get out of there. I go to the counter. I say, there's a problem with the toilet. Girl at the counter's like, oh, is that old guy? Must have been 60 or 70. Is that old guy, did he beat your ass? I'm like, yeah. It's kind of an issue, okay? She's like, we can't do anything about that. I'm like, sorry? You call the police. She goes, he is the police. Turns out the guy's the commissioner or whatever the highest rank in the police is. Camps out, Burger King, Dominion Road, beats the ass of anyone that comes into the men's room. So that was my experience, and walked back home, saw this police guy making love in the backseat of a car driving down the road. I don't know who was driving. And I guess that just goes to show you don't know what to expect. And isn't that food for thought? Thanks for listening.